Hello and welcome, Aries. I am Pisces Intuition here with your weekly reading. Alright, so Aries, we're going to be taking a look into kind of like things that were left unsaid, unspoken. This could be between you and a crush. This could be between someone that's on your mind or, someone that you're on their mind. Whatever the case is, whatever the situationship is, keep in mind this is a general reading, so just take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't worry about it. If it's not your message, thank you for giving me a chance anyways, because I do appreciate it. All right, so let's get started. Aries. Okay. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Seven of Rings, or the Seven of Pentacles. All right, so then we have the Dawn of Rings, we have the Seven of Swords, Eight of Rings, or the Eight of Pentacles, and then the Six of Swords. The Dawn of Rings, or the Dawn of Pentacles, would be the Page, or Page of Pentacles. All right, so I do feel like somebody is willing to invest in this. However, I kind of feel like somebody has to do this in their own time, or wants to take their time is what I keep getting. I do feel like there is a sense of kind of confusion, or possibly like hiding something. I feel like what they're hiding is the fact that they aren't really certain about this. Again, wanting to take things slow. This could be due to past relationships. This could be I keep getting trust issues. But with the Eight of Pentacles and then the Six of Swords, I do feel like they're still, putting the work in for sure. I feel like they are, invested in this. I feel like they are kind of looking at the positives, really being optimistic about this, and I feel like they're wanting to move forward, definitely kind of, get past the trust issues, get past, certain things. So again, that could be what your person is kind of keeping from you, is that, they haven't had, stable partnerships in the past, and it's kind of left them with, some trust issues. So they're like, I just want to take things slow. All right. So clarifying the Page of Rings, or the Page of Pentacles, we have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Wands, and we have the Eight of Pentacles, or the Eight of Cups. See, I do feel like they do need to kind of move forward, kind of walk away, let go of the past. Because I do feel like, there's a connection here with you and this person. I feel like you both feel it. I feel like both of you are eager to really kind of get this moving, to kind of move this connection forward. Again, I'm feeling like this person is, committed. They do want to put work in. They want this companionship. They want this partnership. But I kind of feel like your person is still dealing with some stuff from the past. So again, they do want this. I just feel like they still need some time in moving forward and kind of getting past their past. For some of you, this could be, someone that is returning from your past, and, there's some trust issues that the two of you are needing to work out. So again, take it how it's kind of resonating. But, in the past, somebody could have walked away, and so that's definitely kind of giving you some fears. But it's like they're back. They want to put in the work. It's like we still have that passion, we still have the connection, but, I also have that uncertainty because you did walk away from me in the past, and so now I don't know how I feel. I have that uncertainty, I have that worry, that fear, that insecurity. All right, so clarifying the Seven of Swords, we have the Queen of Cups, we have the King of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups. Does it get much better than this trio? So clarifying that Seven of Swords with the confusion, the setbacks, love is definitely not a problem. Insecurity, fear, trust issues, that's the problem, but love is not. I feel both of you have feelings for each other. I feel both of you care for each other. Both of you want the best for each other. I feel like somebody kind of had to really kind of ground themselves, really had to find their own stability, their own security in order to give that to someone else. Almost, kind of like finding that self-love. If you don't love yourself, how can you love someone else? Kind of like that. If you don't have that stability or security, how can you make that partnership? How can you give that to someone? You can't. because you're lacking it within yourself. So again, I feel like that's what somebody's having to kind of overcome. But with the Ace of Cups, definitely some unconditional love here. Some new beginnings, possibly, like I said, second chance, if this is a reconciliation. All right. Okay. Clarifying the Eight of Rings or the Eight of Pentacles, we have the Lovers, we have the Hierophant, and we have the Chariot. Yeah, see, like I said, I feel like somebody is ready to move this forward. They're willing to put in the work. They are being, like I said, optimistic about this. Like, oh, okay, so we have this, you know, in our way. We have this little mountain in our way. We have this roadblock in our way. How are we going to get past this? You know, I feel somebody's really committed to getting past these issues, willing to work them out. So it's not like, oh, so you don't trust me by now? Okay, forget it. You know, and kind of walking away. Like, nothing like that. I feel like this person is like, okay, how do we get past this? Let's figure this out together. So I'm getting those real, like, problem-solving type of vibes here. You know, very pragmatic. With the Lovers, you know, again, there's that connection. Could be, you know, again, strong soul connection. But I keep getting, for some of you, like I said, this is a reconciliation because I keep getting, like, shedding old skin or needing to get away from, like, past. So I'm having a hard time figuring out, is this a reconciliation or is this both of you trying to leave your own past behind so you're not carrying it within this relationship? It could be going either way. But again, I feel like both of you want a commitment. I feel like, you know, you have learned lessons from the past and, you know, it's gotten you to this point to where we can be, you know, or we can say to each other, okay, so this is in the way, this is what's bothering me, so let's do this. You know, I feel like your person is coming from, like I said, some trust issues, some kind of being closed off, to really learning how to open up to you because they do want to move this forward. I do feel like it's taking some time, but I do feel things pick up. They just got to find their own comfortability. You know what I mean? Because I just feel like both of you are really kind of being patient or taking this slow with one another. All right, clarifying the Six of Swords here. We have the King of Wands. We have the Ace of Swords. And we have the Nine of Swords. Okay, yeah. Bottom of the deck, Eight of Swords, kind of feeling stuck. Definitely, like I said, there's some worry. There's some trust issues. There's some stress. You know, can we go back to this? You know, is this going to go back to this? Is this how it's going to happen? Is this going to repeat? Somebody's worried about repeating cycles. So this may be your second or third time, you know, go around with this person trying to make things work. You know, again, it's going to resonate differently for everybody. But I do feel like, you know, for some of you, this is still figuring some things out. I feel like your person possibly has a history of being non-committal or kind of running when things get, you know, get tough. And again, that's just due to their own fear and insecurities and their own trust issues. I feel like sometimes they kind of project that onto you. All right, but with the Ace of Swords, I do get clarity. I do get open, honest, truthful communication. Like I said, it does feel like this person is really kind of opening up. You know, letting you see kind of how their brain works, letting you see how they're thinking, what they're feeling. You know, I feel like they're ready this time to take more action. You know, instead of just kind of running away. Do they, you know, is this going to completely get rid of their fears and worries and everything overnight? No. Like I said, it's going to take some time. But the important thing is I do feel like this person is willing to put the work in. All right. So now we're going to take a couple cards from the Insight Oracle deck. Okay. So we have workaholic, we have optimistic. So with these, I keep getting determination. Somebody's really determined, like I said, and really optimistic, oops, about this connection working. You know, fixation. So they could be kind of driving the other party a little nuts here. You know, like this, let's try to this, let's do this. And it's like, okay, I just need some time. Like, give me some space, you know, just kind of chill out. Like, you know, I need some space. I gotta do me first, you know, and then we'll figure this out together. But I do feel like there is a good sense of optimism here. You know, again, willing to put in the work, willing to problem solve. Somebody could be kind of, you know, again, kind of turning into a little bit of a workaholic to try to avoid things. And I don't feel like that's going to work with the fixation. You know, again, somebody, I keep getting like those trust issues kind of surfacing. So I do feel like, that is kind of the main problem here. But I do feel like, again, it's going to take time, but I do feel it does get resolved. All right. We're going to go ahead and take a couple, kind of see what else they're not telling you from the Soul Connection deck. Okay. So there's so much we're not saying. We need to talk. Like I said, I was getting a little bit of kind of avoidance with that workaholic card. Somebody could be kind of trying to avoid these. It's like we recognize that there's these roadblocks that we need to get rid of, but we don't know how. So we're just going to kind of avoid them or, not talk about it just yet. But again, I do feel like things take time, especially if this is a reconciliation and there's still trust issues. These are touchy subjects that we don't want to touch on yet out of fear and insecurity. But again, I do feel like these are things that are going to, kind of raise up. And if we don't address them, it's only going to kind of get worse. It's only going to increase that Nine of Swords energy, that stress, that worry, that fear, those sleepless nights, those trust issues. All right, if I could, I would do it all again. So I do feel like this person, really does want to be with you. I'm not the same person. Again, kind of speaking to someone's trust issues of, I'm not the same person I used to be. I have changed, but I realize it's going to take some time for you to see that. All right. Okay. So we have 1. We have 2 4s. We have 5. Oops, we had a 5 till I flipped it. Sorry. And then we have a 6. All right, so I am seeing with these numbers, the way they are, I am seeing those coming out as being like progress. All right. So as I was saying, with ones, ones are always talking about new beginnings. It's talking about, creating something, possibly, getting creative, and creating something, again, new beginnings, relationships, figuring things out, so on and so forth. With the 2 4s, we can look at it as 4 just talking about foundations, hard work, again, why can I not say that? Being pragmatic, just kind of problem solving. But then when you look at the number 44, this is integrity as a foundation. This is also manifestation and leadership, respecting your earth and respecting your home environment. All right, so now with the number 5, that's talking about change, challenges. It's also talking about freedom. And then with the number 6, that's love, harmony, and relationships. All right. Go ahead and put that there. Okay, for your guys' letter tiles, we have I, we have P, we have A, we have L, we have W, O, H, and then we have E. Right away, I'm getting how and I'm getting who. So there's definitely some questions that need answering is what I keep getting. Owl, that has to do with, intuition, that has to do with insight. Also kind of, again, I keep getting hiding something. All right. But then I'm seeing hope. So I feel like both of you are still holding on to hope, and there's still hope for this connection as well. So I'm going to leave these here. These can be initials. A can stand for April, August. O can stand for October. But I'm going to leave these here, kind of see what you guys come up with. And let's get into your charms. So we have one that says, wishes do come true. And so again, I was talking about kind of like wish fulfillment. And then, manifesting. So I do feel like, you are manifesting. You're trying to manifest something here. We have Scorpio and we have Gemini. So you could be dealing with a, water sign, with an earth sign. We also have Libra. All right, and that could just be referring to, if you're not dealing with an air sign, possibly bringing balance back into the situation. Again, trusting intuition, but also having that, that fierceness, that fire, that passion to want to, you know, move this forward. With the time here, I keep getting that something could be time sensitive, or again, a need for time. Again, I keep getting something about second or third time around. But I do feel like, again, you know, time is really needed. I also have the little bird in a cage. And so I keep getting, you know, again, with those trust issues, we want to make sure that we're not trapping someone, or that somebody doesn't feel trapped, that they can openly express how they truly feel, and not be, you know, afraid. Not have those worries. All right. So then we have the little coin that's missing a piece. So there could possibly be some financial issues. But then we also have, or, you know, not just financial issues, but I keep getting foundation issues. So, you know, again, you know, you're building a foundation, but if there's trust issues, you know, something's missing that we're still trying to build. We're still trying to kind of repair. With the little heart that says always, I do feel like, you know, again, there is a lot of love here. I kind of feel like for some of you, you kind of keep finding your way back to one another. You know, like there's still some unfinished business between the two of you. So, all right. Well, that is what I have for you, Aries. So thank you so very much for watching. I do appreciate it. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of the week. And as always, take care.